Yo, what is up, viewers of the world? I want to talk about something. Talk. What does the coffee, son? Yeah, it's a bad Jersey accent. I don't really know where to start off with this. In 2014, everyone knows about the famous, like, 4chan, 2chan, I don't know, some 4chan dude. He, like, hacked into Apple. And he basically got a hold of all these celebrity news. Now, do you know how much Apple is worth? Apple is like the nearest thing to the Pentagon. Like, Apple is worth $700 billion. Okay, that's the closest company to $1 trillion in the world. You know how much $700 billion? First of all, imagine having $1 billion and then doing that 699 times over. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? Like, how does someone just single-handedly just hack into Apple? Just like, you know what? Oh yeah, let me just, what's Apple's password? What, Apple? Is that their password? It's one thing to hack into Apple. Then it's another thing to get in hold of all these, like, celebrities' news. And you're gonna tell me they can spend $1 million, probably $1 billion, a good range of their money. Not even a good range, you don't even need that much money on a good security system. He got in hold of all these celebrity news and he was just leaking them out. And no one apparently knew who this person was. Are you gonna tell me they could find terrorists, drug dealers? They can find horrible people in the world like in 24 hours, but they can't find some dude who's like probably in his mother's basement. And this was at a time when the whole iPay system was coming out. It just didn't make sense to me that one dude could just hack Apple and take anything that he wants, and then everyone's just gonna hand their credit card information out to Apple after like that whole thing. For some reason, I don't believe anything that happens in the media, because I'll give you a perfect example. Twilight. I don't know who on earth casted those two people as the main characters. It was like legit watching two sacks of potatoes. In all honesty, two sacks of potatoes would have more emotion than they did in the movie. People are gonna be like, oh no, the book is much better. Well, that's the whole point of the movie. If I'm supposed to read a book to get the gist of a movie, then the movie has clearly failed in what it was trying to do. I was furious when the movie was over. Like, I wanted my money back. It was like I was watching paint dry for 2 hours. I wish I watched paint dry for 2 hours, because that would have had a way better story. Honestly, that movie was beyond garbage, and that right there, that horrible monstrosity, grotesque thing that they called of a movie, that is that is all honesty the reason I thought America had such a massive monopoly on media, that they controlled and picked what was being aired. I mean, I might sound stupid because a bunch of people already believe that, I bet, but you know, just for the people who think you just become famous because you have talent, or you know, you're good, or your acting is superb. No, it doesn't have anything to do with that. You just need to know somebody to get in that little circle of famousity. Everything else doesn't matter, because with singing we have auto-tune. Acting, I don't know. I mean, Twilight was terrible, but you know, hey, that made money. That made money. And on the other hand, I want to touch on something else also. That whole Caitlyn Jenner situation. Now, before you ignorant Caitlyn Jenner people start going at me, talking about how my facts are wrong and everything, try to listen to someone else's point of view and try to understand what they're trying to say before you guys start like rage type. I am one of the least judgmental people you would ever meet in your life. I guarantee it. If you guys don't believe me, you guys can go watch my What's Wrong with the Road video and then judge me off of that if you want to. Now, but one thing I don't like are hypocrites. Caitlyn Jenner said that this wasn't a publicity stunt. The thing I don't like is how she's accepting all these magazine spreads. She's apparently getting her own reality TV show pretty soon, and they're just so like fascinated about this just because a celebrity has done this. There are thousands, I don't know the exact number, but there are thousands, 10,000s, maybe hundreds, maybe even millions of transgender people in this world. It's not new. Just because a celebrity has done it doesn't mean that we should praise them. You can go get a sex change, and I could go do it if I wanted to. Akon is providing light for 600 million people in Africa currently. That has gotten absolutely no media attention. I heard about the Caitlyn Jenner situation on like the national news, and I heard about Akon's program on Instagram like struggling to get like 5,000 posts. The thing about this is that what's the difference between me and a celebrity? We're the same exact people. Everyone was created equal. We have one heart, two kidneys, two lungs, tongues, what's the difference? What, a million followers on Instagram? That makes them automatically better than everyone else in the world. That puts them on a pedestal, that anything that they've done should be just praised and cherished. Yes, I understand what Caitlyn Jenner has done, has helped the transgender community and gays come out, you know, that's a very, very great thing. Where's Akon 1 hour special with Diane Sawyer? Where's his magazine spread? You know, he just woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm gonna go help 600 million people in Africa. You know, that's the thing that Caitlyn Jenner could have done. She could have just done the sex change, and that's it. Am I trying to compare the two? Not really, because they're not really comparable things, but I'm just trying to give more of an example. I'm not gonna say what Caitlyn Jenner has done is negative, but instead of trying to portray such positive things, they're just so worried about Miley Cyrus smoking marijuana, you know, Justin Bieber getting arrested. Try helping 600 million people. That's like twice the population of the United States, and that's getting absolutely no media attention. But hey guys, that's it. Share, subscribe, like if you like the content. I really appreciate the support and everything that you guys do. Thank you so much for the view, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. See you guys.